Okay, let's see linear variable differential transducer, that is LVDT. I hope everything will be clear in this frame. I tried to compress everything in one frame. So LVDT is linear variable differential transducer. It's a secondary kind of transducer because it measures the change in the displacement into electrical signals. Okay, and that change in the displacement can be done through primary transducers such as Bourdon tubes, bellows. Okay, so this is an electrical transducer used to measure linear displacement. Okay, so this is the figure you can see for LVDT. This is the figure for LVDT. So one primary coil is there and two secondary coils are there. The primary coil is excited by AC excitation. There is a soft iron core in the center, placed in the center, okay, which will be subjected to displacement left or right. It is attached to a mechanical arm, okay, just so that you can pull left or right, okay, like this. So this is a soft iron core, primary winding, AC excitation you are giving it to primary. Then there are secondary winding, two secondary windings. Across voltages will appear. Just to mention, these are connected in series opposition form. So positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay, it's not like positive, negative, positive, negative. It's series opposition. Positive, negative, negative, positive. So the total output will be E1 minus E2. Okay, so this works on the principle of mutual induction. So here I've written everything. AC excitation is given to the primary coil. Current in primary coil produces magnetic field, and this field will induce current on the secondary winding, which will in turn generate voltages. Okay, since they are connected in series opposition form, E0 will be E1 minus E2. Now if you pull the soft iron core to the left side, E1 will be more than E2 and the overall will be in phase. Overall output developed at the secondary winding will be in phase of the primary winding voltage. Okay, and if you pull the soft arm on the right side, then E2 will be higher than E1. Okay, and the output overall E0 will be 180 degree phase with the 180 degree phase with the primary one. Okay, so that's how you can think. This is the most important one. So the output will be E1 minus E2. E1 will be greater if you pull this on left side. E2 will be greater if you will pull this arm on the right side. Okay, so I mentioned the arrows as well. So the characteristics, input output characteristics can be seen like this. So this is the displacement. So either left or right you do, and in center you will have E0 equal to 0. In center you will have E0 equal to 0. If you pull left, there will be E0. Okay, and if you push right, you will have E0. Okay, and at center you will have E0 equal to 0. From this expression you can see. Now sometimes due to stray magnetic field, there will already be a voltage existing in this. So due to that, sometimes your characteristics will look like this. Okay, so practically it happens. It does not starts with 0. It starts with some value, and this voltage will be already existing due to the stray magnetic field. And this can be minimized by making this soft iron core with a nickel and iron alloy. Okay, so with that you can decrease the value of E0. Okay, and you can minimize. So the mutual induction part, you can see the current generated here, and magnetic field produced by this current will induce a voltage here. Okay, and that was mutual induction. So you can see the displacement in the arm, mechanical arm, the soft iron core produces the directly proportional to the voltage appeared across the secondary winding. So that's why you can say it is used to measure linear displacement. Okay, your E0 is proportional to displacement, and that is the reason you can use it for measurement of linear displacement. The way you change displace the soft iron core will change the value of E naught and the signs of E naught. Okay, so this is most widely used for the measurement of displacement. Okay, and it is highly sensitive, means over a wide range of motion, and it is highly linear as well. Okay, so this is what LVDT is. Apart from this, I don't think something I should mention. I hope everything will be clear. Okay. Okay, let's see an example on LVDT. An AC LVDT is given a 6.3 volt input and produces 5.2 volt for a range of plus 0.5 inch displacement. When the core is minus 0.25 inch from the center, what is the output produced? Okay, so it is given that for 0.5 inch LVDT is generating 5.2 volt at secondary winding. So for minus 0.25 inch, what will be the output? So by unitary method, you can calculate output of LVDT will be 5.2 divided by 0.5 into minus 0.25. That will be minus 2.6 volt. That will be the output generated at the output of LVDT in secondary winding. Okay.